5 simple steps to effectively lose weight at breakfast and dinner. Breakfast and dinner are important meal times. Your health and weight will be affected if you skip them. And it's not much different if you eat bad foods for these meals. We shouldn't forget that the best diet is one that keeps your metabolism going. Because of this, our body reacts to us skipping a meal. For instance, when we do, our pancreas needs to make more insulin. The problem is that doing this can reduce its ability to function. It can even get to the point where our blood sugar levels stay too high. Because of this, we want to look at some options. These are very important for our meal routine. In this article, we want to explain what you should do. This way, you can shed extra pounds while staying healthy. Take care of yourself a little more while you eat breakfast and dinner. There aren't any scientific studies that show that not eating breakfast or dinner helps us lose weight. We all know someone who has given up eating dinner to lose weight. It could even be that we did it ourselves. We've done it with an excuse like I'm only going to drink a smoothie or a glass of milk. This way my body will get used to eating less. This is a mistake. We don't need to eat less, we need to eat well. Breakfasts and dinners are the most important meals of the day. Between these two meals, our bodies don't get any food. Not eating breakfast means starting the day with barely any nutrients or energy. As a result, our metabolism is slower. At the same time, continuous long fasts can bring on metabolic syndrome. We also run the risk of getting diabetes or raising our triglycerides. We run the risk of raising our anxiety level. This happens if we don't take care of ourselves like we should or if we skip meals. To fight anxiety, we need to eat foods that are rich in fats to elevate our dopamine levels. These feed our brain after we have spent hours between meals. Keep in mind your brain will be craving carbohydrates and nutrients. Skipping breakfast or dinner will change your metabolism little by little. It will make your metabolism slower and make it harder for you to process fats. Breakfast and dinners rich in antioxidants. If you want to lose weight, take care of your heart health, and strengthen your immune system, do it. You can make all of these happen if you eat foods that are rich in antioxidants. your body will be as receptive to these compounds in the morning as they are in the evening. The first and last food of the day need to give you a high amount of antioxidants. This helps you to take care of your liver, detoxify, and make sure you are able to digest nutrients well. Antioxidants help our bodies in many ways, such as activating our metabolism, fighting free radicals that attack our cells in our breakfasts and dinners. We need to eat foods that have antioxidants. These can be allicin, anthocyanin, catechin, or capsaicin. Here is a list of good foods to include in your breakfasts and dinners. Breakfast: fruit, grapes, apples, plums, bananas, blueberry, mangoes, papaya, lemon, garlic, green tea, white tea. Coffee: dinner: vegetables, peppers, Brussels sprouts, carrots, tomatoes, artichokes, eggplants, a glass of red wine. Breakfasts with more fiber, dinners with lean proteins. Fiber is always better for us in the morning. It keeps us regular and is used to get rid of the fats. Fiber also has an added benefit of helping our heart health. Meals should be varied, small in size, and balanced. Some people like to eat a bowl of cereal and fruit for dinner. If you are one of those, keep in mind that this meal is better eaten for breakfast than for dinner. Your breakfast is better if it has starch in it. Some good examples include rye bread, toast, and cereals like oat and wheat. Your dinner should have a major protein source. For example, it could be grilled chicken breast. Remember, when we are trying to lose weight, it is good for our muscles to be firm, not flabby. Proteins help us with this. Time is also a key factor. What time do you eat breakfast? What time do you eat dinner? It's true that the majority of the time we can't choose when we will eat. Jobs and our responsibilities can get in the way of eating when we should. Changes in our eating schedule can get in the way of our body's needs. That being said, it is wise to follow these patterns as much as possible. Patterns like these help us take care of both our health and our weight. Just getting up isn't enough for breakfast. The best thing to do is to drink a glass of lukewarm water right when you wake up. Then, wait for 30 to 45 minutes after waking up to eat breakfast. This way, your body will be better able to metabolize stored fats. Eat dinner 2 hours before going to bed. Don't make the mistake of fixing too much food and then falling asleep on the couch. This only helps you gain weight. What would happen if we change our schedules to follow these patterns? It's worth it to give it a shot. Not a little nor a lot. Be careful with stereotypes. Eating breakfast like a king and eating dinner like a pauper has a good base in reality. Again, we need to use common sense and be aware of, and wise with the foods we should be eating. Eating breakfast like a king doesn't mean we need to have everything on the table. You know, pastries, fruit, juices, coffee, protein, a bowl of toasted oats, etc. And what it means is that we need to eat various foods in small quantities. But they should be balanced. For example, in our medium-sized bowl of oats, we can add some apples and nuts. Also, you can use a little butter on your toast and a slice of ham. Add a cup of coffee and you have the perfect breakfast. Eating dinner like a pauper doesn't mean putting one solitary potato on your plate. It means eating something simple. It could be a soup with a little salmon and a little bread and cheese. The key is, without a doubt, knowing what to eat. We have to listen to our bodies and not to our emotions. Try it out and see the benefits you get from these tips.